So the practice is the first step to go towards a different way of living the couple. So today I have the honor and the pleasure to call my models that are really husband and wife. You can try another one. You can be two girls and two boys. We are not going to do anything exceptional. So you can pair your yoga mat if you want to practice. Gisa, vi mettete abbinati. Sorry, if I give instruction to them in Italian, it's just a question of feeling. Let me introduce the two. They have different flexibility. They are both practitioners, but Gisa is a yoga teacher and come si dice? Adriano, come si dice il tiro in inglese? He's very good. I don't know if you know in English. I don't know it in English. You know when you... Yes, he's an archery. Yes. So they are two that they love sports, they love movement, but in a different way, different bodies. This is the first position. And you can say, what is that? This is something that we don't usually do. We evaluate the silence. In a couple, we tend to say more, much more than is needed. And usually, when we talk too much, the risk is that we say something that is not going back. Like in the archery, when we use it, the arrow, once the arrow is out, we don't know where it's going. So it is better to keep silent and to enjoy the silence in a couple. It happens sometimes that if we are arguing and we keep silent for a while, maybe the conflict is not so big as we can imagine. When we start practicing with the back each other, against one with the other, we can start feeling the breath. So I invite the practicants to just simply synchronize the breath, to keep the same inhalation and the same exhalation. And once you start breathing with your partner, it's much more than thousands of words. You can try when you are home. You can just say, let's breathe together, or let's hug and breathe together. It's really the feeling of connection. They are simply breathing. They are not doing anything else. And this is another evaluation of the difference. The difference is not so bad when we cope together. The idea of yoga together is another word that is let's try together. Agreement is not a contract. We can try together. One day after a workshop that we gave, we exchanged, of course, email address, and one day I received an email from one practicant. Now he is also a yoga teacher, and he sent me this sentence: Daniela, after your workshop, I realized that my relationship was not sane, and I split up, and now I am with another lady, and I am happy because I am applying these concepts to the new relationship. We don't have an agreement. We are not obliged. We can try. We are trying together. It's a path, it's a walk. We can walk together, and if we will be able to do it together, why not? It will be wonderful. If not, we tried. Anyway, we tried together. I have another thanks to my big master, Amadio Bianchi. This that you are seeing here, these paints are part of the book that he published, and this is me and this is my husband, and as you can see, he is not at all flexible, and this is the way we started, and Amadeo encouraged him by publishing as well this picture, even if he was not flexible. Now it's much more better. So the first position is that one, just breathing, and then very slowly they will come up. Gisa, lentamente alzatevi, con molta calma. They can wake up, potete anche farlo spingendovi l'una schiena contro l'altra o aiutandovi con le mani. They can start also touching. When you touch the other, you must feel it. And you see, there is the eye contact. The skin of the other is a way of communication. And potete fare la posizione di apertura, giratevi di spalle e vi prendete le mani e aprite il petto. The sequence that I am developing here is with the same address that Amadeo Bianchi gave us during the teacher training, during all our life. So first, let's open the chest. Scendi un po' in avanti, vieni un po' in avanti, apri il petto. Lei ti sorregge. Quando siete stanchi finite, però non rimanete molto così. One of the sentences I said was, open your chest, she is sustaining you. The message is that one, she is sustaining you, she is doing it as well. It's a cooperation. Ok, potete tornare in posizione, potete anche guardarvi in faccia se volete, nuovamente. The aim of Yoga Together is discover the body. Discover the body because, and I think that we are an adult audience, so I can say it, we consider at the beginning the body of the other as a tool. But with Yoga Together, we consider the body of the other as the outside of the divine that is inside. The body is containing divine. And this is not something that we can ignore. So the way I work with the body is with respect. And we have to discover this dimension of the body. Lentamente scendete in Garbhasana tenendovi per le mani, sempre col contatto degli occhi, e poi vi sedete. This is a position that can show how someone is much more flexible of the other. The eye contact is here. You can see everybody can do this. It's not a difficult position. In this position you can take a seat. Gisela, sai fare la posizione schiena contro schiena quando si fanno le torsioni? Quindi tu metti la mano sul ginocchio dell'altro. Ok. After the opening, because we are opening the chest, we can do some twisting. And the twisting can be, incrocia le gambe, Andrea. Okay. And this is a very... No, la mano è sull'altro ginocchio, la tua? Ah, ok, perfetto, va bene, scusami. You see here they are again in contact. They are simply twisting, not doing anything that cannot be done. The other has a body that is support for the torsion of the other. And they are breathing. This is a very easy posture. The sentences that we used to say during the practice is be supportive, be present, stay with the body, stay where you are. There is no mobile phone, there is nothing, nobody is calling you. Dedicate the time to discover the other part of the body. The body is rich for all the parts. Also the hand can be a very interesting place for saying I love you to another person. If we give a hand to our friends, this can be also a message of how much we love it. So let's use the body, the full body. Gentilmente vi girate di fronte e fate quella lì che c'era prima. Aspetta, te la faccio vedere. Questa, se uno fa questa e uno fa l'altro. Questa qua, riesci a farla? Questa, ok? Sì. Uno si mette in Namasana o in Balasana, scusami, uno in Balasana e l'altro va su. This is one position that is an opening, a bigger opening. And you can think that she's suffering, but she is not, because the weight is well shared. And we need to share the weight in a relationship. It's all a question of balancing. We don't don't have a relationship where the weight is only on one person. This relation cannot be healthy. At one point the other will say, no, I cannot support you. In this way, she is supporting him, but the weight he is putting on her is helping her to extend and to go deeper in the position. You see, they are not changing position every 2 minutes, but they are breathing together. And they talk. I had some students that went to the class because they wanted to split up. And then they started again communicating, because in that position you must communicate with the other. You cannot talk aggressive. You invite the other to relax. Quando siete pronti cambiate, eh? Lo fate al contrario, se te la senti, la supporti. The question that I gave them, and sorry again for the Italian, but this is really the way we teach, is are you able to support her? Are you able to carry her weight on you? And this is again something that we need to do in the couple. Sometimes we don't have time to take care of the children. Okay, so the husband maybe can be invited to do it. It's just a gentle exchange. Nothing is forced, nothing is violent. Violence asks for other violence. Anger asks for other anger. Smiling asks for other smiling. I don't want to bore you, so I will move for the next position, which is the extension. Once we had opened the chest, we made some torsion, as Jadranko said. It's very important to correct the back. Of course, we can do more. This is just an example of what we can do. Now we have to extend the back. Sì, oppure anche con le gambe estese, quella che preferite, quella che sentite più vostra. Again, everybody can practice it. This is a play. Children love to do it, but in that way you can coordinate your breath, you can coordinate your movement. Again, it's not difficult. You don't have to be a practitioner for a very long time. And this is the way we can together be much more flexible, but the flexibility of the body is an invitation of a flexible mind. In a couple, we need to be flexible, starting from here. Because we cannot say, you must do that, you must be like that, you are, because I... No, it's an invitation. It's let's try together again. The idea of practicing yoga together is started from the invitation of a couple, but then began, and you will see how, and then it began the opportunity of a social expansion, but we will move towards that in a few slides. And this is what I'm going to do now, to show you now, is something that the students really loved. Glielo fai un massaggio? At the end of the practice, because before the final Shavasana, one will be down and will get a simple massage. And then, of course, they will exchange it. Again, I invite you, when was the last time that you, by yourself, started massaging the back of your husband, of your wife? We don't have time. We usually say, I don't have time. No, this is time for you. We made an appointment, so it's time to touch it. Someone can tell, my students asked me, after that, why not? If it's a couple, it's a natural invitation, but it's a natural development. It's nothing forced. But this is the pleasure to again start working with the bodies. And start from the body to discover the other. Can somebody tell me how much I have, how many, if I'm out, I don't want to run out of time. Is it, am I still in time? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm still in time? Ok, thank you. Glielo fai tu? Gliel'hai già fatto? You see, men don't like it, but it's time for yoga. It's an invitation. And you know what? Sometimes men say, I don't know how to do massage. And I say, you know, just do her what you like she did for you. This reverse effect, the ability to understand what I like and what I want to do, is really important in a relationship. Not only from the behavior, from a physical point of view. If I like when she gave me a hug, yes, let's give hugs. Why not? And after that, and really they love it, you can do Shavasana together, and if you want you can touch your hand. Potete toccarmi con la mano. Io in genere faccio mettere testa a piedi e la mano vicino, però fate voi. Oppure, e poi la mano sulla pancia, la farò mettere. Testa a piedi e la mano sulla pancia. Ok, this is the final step. This is Shavasana. This is a different one. You can put the hand of... Metti la mano sulla pancia di lei. Mettetevi la mano sulla pancia, alternati. Ok, mano sulla pancia. I don't know if you can see them. They have the hands on the belly. Each other has the hand on the belly of the others. And you can again feel the breath. Again, this is a way to practice together. A thankful moment. It's like, okay, thank you, you did it. I'm happy that you share your time with me. Quando volete potete sciogliere, ma se rimanete qui è bello. And this is again something that I say during the class. The class ended, but if you like, you can stay. And a lot of couples remain with the feeling of touching, of being together. And now imagine, usually I say that this program is for 10 weeks. After 10 weeks, they don't need to come again. And the first lesson is, I don't want, usually men, I don't like, I've never done yoga, I'm not flexible. This is what usually I get. This is normal. But then, after the first lesson, they are usually able to come and to practice. Last slide. It's let's stay with the others. And this is something that I personally, again, thank to Amadeo Bianchi, because I don't know if you know, but Amadeo does a fantastic thing in our town. I live in Cagliari, in Sardinia, which is an island in the Mediterranean. And every summer, Amadeo comes. It's about 10 years, more than 10 years. Every summer, he comes and he gives lesson for free all the summer in the main park of the town where people are together. Also during COVID, he was able to do it. Everybody was scared. We did it. And it was fantastic. I would like to thank I need to complete, but I really can ask you to clap to the models. Grazie. And the idea of moving forward with Amadeo's gift during summer was the beginning of the project that I developed with my husband. You can see the picture. Here we are in the forest in Sardinia, and this is the project that we are carrying on, which is called Yoga Trekking, and the possibility to practice in the nature, the possibility to practice together, the possibility to share this new way of living. When I started practicing yoga, I was very small. I was a child. My mother was practicing yoga a very long time ago, and I didn't realize this is a change that happened thanks to my teacher, my master. Yoga is not the way we bend the body, which is a good thing. It's very healthy. It's gymnastic, the way we bend, the way we move. But when yoga goes deeper and is our life, I cannot split my day from the day I teach, the day I don't teach. I live in yoga. And the possibility to share it with my husband is a gift that Amadeo gave to me, gave to us. And the process is going towards our friends. So we invite our friends to come into the nature, to practice yoga, to walk together. And we practice also with our students in the nature, and we walk together. And last time my friend said, you know that this can be a team building activity for an enterprise. And I said, yes, why not? I think that in the companies there is really a need for practicing together in the nature. It's not only a question of partners. This is why I said it's called partnered yoga, but we decided to call yoga together. Because this, have you seen, they did something that also friends can do. We are facing a period where we don't trust the others. Let's leave apart if they deserve it or not, but we don't trust the others. If we start taking this approach, if we are in harmony with our friends, with our partners, with the nature, with the environment, with the town where we live, this is only calling for harmony and balancing. There is no need for building walls. So I don't want to again take time from Jesus, because Jesus is taking the place after me, and I really invite your question. I have only one invitation for you that I consider brothers and sisters. Just invite your partner, your friends, to live this passion. Yoga is not a practice. Is a passion, is a way of living. So just involve them, and you will see how this, let's say, we are able to spread it, and we are able to live together without conflicts. This is my invitation. Thank you very much. I again would like to thank my models, Gisa and Adriano. So if you have questions, I'm here for you and available for go deeper in the practice. Of course, this was just an example. No question? Ah, yes, please. No, I cannot hear you, sorry. Come. Okay, the question was, yoga is much more than bending. So what are you involving in the practice to make it yoga? Yes, as I said, this is the way to involve the partner in the path that you are going on. So if you are a yoga practitioner and you want to communicate it to your partner, it's not your spiritual, you are on your path. Maybe your partner is looking at you as you are doing something that is out of his possibilities, he's out of reach for him. This can create, this was I said at the beginning, really at the beginning of the presentation. This is what is creating space in the couple. You can invite your partner to practice with you. This is a program that will take short. Then you will see if he wants to move forward in the yoga path, then is, let's say, a deeper, going deeper. This is a way to involve someone in what are you living. Because for some people, I don't know in India, maybe in India you are much more able to understand what yoga is, but in Europe, when you go for yoga, they think, this is something that is female, I don't want to take part of it, while it's an internal development, it's a spiritual path, and we cannot leave the partner outside of this. He can choose to do it or not, but he can be inside, and of course, which was not part of this short presentation. At the beginning there is mantra chanting, at the beginning there is meditation, final relaxation. So there are, let's say, pillars of the deeper practices, but it's only the beginning. Thank you for the question.